Hello everyone and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. Our presentation is titled Immersion Suit, and we're going to explore this important safety gear. We'll cover what an immersion suit is, its key features, and why it's essential for safety at sea. So let's get started. Let's take a closer look at the immersion suit. This is a critical piece of safety equipment designed to protect individuals in emergency situations at sea. The key purpose of the immersion suit is to keep you warm and buoyant if you find yourself in the water unexpectedly. It's made from waterproof, insulated materials that help prevent hypothermia, which is a major risk in cold water environments. When worn properly, the suit provides thermal protection and helps you stay afloat, increasing your chances of survival until rescue. An important point to remember is that these suits are designed to be easy to don quickly, even in stressful situations, because time is of the essence. Overall, the immersion suit is a vital component of maritime safety gear, connecting to the broader theme of preparedness and risk mitigation. It underscores how proper equipment can make a life-saving difference in emergency scenarios at sea. The purpose of an immersion suit is to serve as a protective barrier, primarily designed to reduce body heat loss when you're in cold water. This is crucial for survival, as maintaining body heat can make the difference between life and death in emergency situations. The materials used in these suits are non-flammable and waterproof, typically neoprene with a 5 mm thickness. It's important to note that while the suit is waterproof, the face area remains exposed to ensure visibility and breathing. Putting on the suit is relatively quick, taking about 2 minutes, which is vital in emergency scenarios where every second counts. Regarding movement, the wearer should be able to climb a 5-meter vertical ladder, perform normal abandonment duties, and even swim a short distance to reach a survival craft. These capabilities are designed to ensure mobility and safety during evacuation. One critical safety point is that the suit should not burn or melt within 2 seconds, emphasizing its fire-resistant properties and the importance of safety standards in its design. Overall, these performance and safety requirements are designed to ensure that the immersion suit provides reliable protection, mobility, and safety in cold water emergencies, aligning with our overall goal of preparedness and survival. Let's take a closer look at some key specifications. When we talk about RRT fitted with a 400 square centimeter area, this refers to the size of the rescue equipment's fitting area, which plays a crucial role in its effectiveness and safety. Now, an important safety feature to highlight is the jumping into water capability. The equipment must be able to withstand at least 4.5 meters of water impact without causing damage or injury. This ensures that the device performs reliably even in challenging rescue scenarios. Next, markings are vital. They must be clearly visible and include essential information such as the manufacturer's name, the size range of the equipment, instructions for proper donning and use, and details about the approval authority along with a serial number. These markings help ensure proper identification, correct usage, and traceability. All of these elements, performance specifications and safety markings, are designed to meet strict safety and performance requirements. They form the foundation for reliable rescue operations and help us ensure the safety of both rescuers and those being rescued. This ties back to our overall theme of maintaining high safety standards in rescue equipment. Let's take a closer look at the coverage and requirements for immersion suits. When it comes to covering the whole body, it's important to note that the face should remain uncovered unless gloves are used. In that case, gloves must be permanently attached to the suit to ensure safety. Now, moving on to immersion requirements on cargo ships. Each crew member must have access to an immersion suit, with some exceptions. For example, bulk carriers and ships that trade constantly in warm climates may be exempt, but this is subject to the discretion of the flag state. For passenger ships, the rules specify that at least 3 immersion suits should be available for each lifeboat, along with 1 thermal protective aid for every person to be accommodated if a full suit isn't provided. However, there are exceptions here as well. if the persons are in totally or partially enclosed lifeboats, or if the ship is trading in warm climates continuously, these requirements may be relaxed, again depending on the flag state's discretion. Finally, let's briefly touch on performance and safety requirements. The suits must meet certain standards to ensure they function effectively in emergency situations, providing thermal protection and buoyancy. These requirements are designed to keep crew and passengers safe during evacuation or rescue operations, connecting directly to our overall theme of safety at sea. Let's take a look at the different types of immersion suits. First, we have the immersion suit with a life jacket, which essentially means it provides buoyancy. This type of suit not only keeps you warm, but also helps keep you afloat in the water, adding an extra layer of safety. On the other hand, we have the immersion suit without a life jacket. As the name suggests, this type does not offer buoyancy on its own. Therefore, wearing a life jacket becomes absolutely necessary when using this kind of suit to ensure you stay afloat. Understanding these differences is crucial because it impacts how we choose the right gear for different situations. For example, if you're in a situation where buoyancy assistance is critical, a suit with a built-in life jacket would be the best choice. Now, let's briefly touch on the various types of immersion suits. There are different designs tailored for specific environments and safety requirements, so selecting the right one depends on the operational needs and safety protocols. Overall, knowing whether the suit has buoyancy features or not helps us make informed decisions to maximize safety during emergencies. Let's go through some important maintenance points for safety equipment. First, regarding zipper types, it's essential to keep them clean and well lubricated according to the manufacturer's instructions. If the zipper is used frequently, you should reapply lubrication about every 10 uses to ensure smooth operation and prevent any jamming. Next, for hanging immersion suits on board, it's recommended to hang them on a hanger for at least 48 hours once every 6 months. This practice allows any moisture trapped inside the suit to dry out, which is crucial for maintaining the suit's integrity and preventing mold or deterioration. When it comes to inspecting immersion suits, remember that Chapter 3, Regulation 20.7, mandates a monthly inspection carried out by the ship's crew. Regular inspections help identify any damage or wear early, ensuring the suit remains reliable when needed. As for servicing, immersion suits should be serviced every 3 years, or after 10 years from their manufacturing date, on an annual basis. All servicing must be performed by an authorized service station to meet safety standards. Finally, all these maintenance practices are vital to ensure the performance and safety of the equipment. Proper upkeep not only extends the lifespan of the gear, but also guarantees it will function correctly in emergency situations. So, adhering to these guidelines is essential for maintaining safety at sea. Let's take a closer look at how different protective gear impacts body temperature in water. Starting with a life jacket without inherent insulation, the water temperature typically ranges from 2 to 5 degrees Celsius. In this scenario, a person's body temperature won't drop more than about 2 degrees Celsius within roughly 1 hour. On the other hand, if you're wearing an immersion suit with inherent insulation, the water temperature can be a bit colder, from 0 to 2 degrees Celsius. But thanks to the suit's insulation, your body temperature won't decrease more than 2 degrees Celsius, even after about 6 hours in the water. The key takeaway here is that the type of protective gear significantly influences how long you can stay in cold water before your body temperature drops to dangerous levels. The insulation properties of suits and jackets play a crucial role in extending survival time in such conditions. This highlights the importance of choosing the right protective equipment based on water temperature and expected exposure time, which ties back into our overall focus on safety and preparedness in cold water environments. Let's take a moment to review the key buoyancy and stability criteria for approved immersion suits, regardless of their type. First, mouth clearance is essential. It's a safety feature that ensures the wearer's mouth stays above the water line. The suit must lift the mouth at least 120 millimeters clear of the water, providing enough space for breathing and reducing the risk of inhaling water. Next, buoyancy loss is a critical factor. After 24 hours of submersion in fresh water, the buoyancy should not decrease by more than 5%. This ensures the suit maintains its protective qualities over time, even if someone has to stay in it longer than initially expected. Then we have the self-righting capability. An immersion suit must be able to turn an exhausted or unconscious person from face down to face up within 5 seconds. This feature is vital for survival, as it helps keep the person's airway clear and allows them to breathe more easily if they are unconscious or weakened. In summary, these performance standards, mouth clearance, buoyancy retention, and self-righting, are all about ensuring the safety and effectiveness of the suit in emergency situations. They highlight how well the suit can support a person's buoyancy, stability, and ability to recover from an adverse position, which ties directly into our overall focus on safety at sea.